Good morning, everybody. It's currently 8 a.m. I've been busy editing and stuff all morning. It is time for breakfast. Usually I will do a shake. I'll probably end up doing that tomorrow. I typically will make a breakfast shake when I wake up, like, not really that hungry, or I just want to get it in, get stuff going, moving along. I'm in a hurry or something. This morning, I feel like pancakes. So I'm going to run you through my breakfast protein pancake recipe. This makes a good amount of pancakes, and it's good stuff. So let's get into it. Say hello. Hello. Alright guys, the breakfast protein pancakes are very simple and you only need a few ingredients. We're going to use 3 eggs, you get down, get down. All right, now we move into the Greek yogurt. We're gonna do a fat tablespoon, and that's it. Now we're gonna use a 1/4 cup of oats, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 scoop of protein powder, flavor of your preference. I am doing lemon cake because it's just so good with the pancakes. 3/4 of a banana, just because I want to eat the last little bit. All right, now we finish this off with just a dash of milk. Cinnamon is of course optional as well. Oh, get a big one. All right, guys. Moment of truth. Ready? All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me while I made breakfast. Go ahead and give this one a try and let me know what you think. I'm going to go ahead and eat this, and then I'll see you at the gym later. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is chest and triceps. It is week 2 of our 12-week growth phase series. And again, we are starting off with flat bench dumbbell press. And just like last time, we are doing our first set with the 85s, and we're going to do each set with them. And we're going to try to get a few more reps, a little better form, a little more control, so on and so forth, which all is different forms of progressive overload. Anyway, I'm gonna try and beat 10 reps here. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, not much to say. I came in yesterday morning and I did the calves and abs. So for those of you that don't know yet, in this program, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you will come in fasted first thing in the morning, and you will do 4 sets of both calves and abs after doing cardio. So the cardio is relative to your needs. So if you're somebody who needs to lose a lot more weight, and that's a higher priority for you, I would say 20 to 30 minutes of incline walking on the treadmill at like a level 3 speed. 3.5 speed at like a 12 incline. But when you put a treadmill at an incline, do not hold on to the handles because it's a waste. Like, you might as well just walk flat, because if you're gonna walk on an incline for the extra calories and so on and so forth, but then you grab on so that the resistance is no longer there, what was the point? Now you just have to hold on the whole time. So keep it flat, or keep your arms off of the sides and the equipment. Do not hold on to the equipment. If you can do that, you'll get more out of your cardio if you're always one of those people who hikes the incline all the way up. Anyway, that was off tangent. I do my calves and abs separately, 3 days a week, 4 sets of each. First thing in the morning, and then I'll go into do breakfast and take my vitamins and so on after. And it's just because I like having them outside of my main workout, so I don't have to worry about them. They're not, you know, I don't have to hit calves at the end of my leg day, or keep remembering to throw in abs after I'm already tired. So, and my calves and my abs can take a lot of volume, you know, they can get really beat up. So why not prioritize them in a way that makes it so they're getting a lot of volume, they're getting all the focus while they're being trained, and they're not just getting thrown in at the end after I'm burned out. But as if I'm getting closer to competition, of course, the cardio will go up. But right now I just do 10 minutes. I just walk for 10 minutes at an incline, or I'll get on like a bike and do 10 minutes. And then right after that, just 4 sets of abs, then 4 sets of calves, then breakfast. Yeah. Alright, this one's a little wonky because the bench and the machine both, like, one side has a little more tension than the other. The whole machine is tilted at an odd angle, and then the bench does this shit. So it's a fucking nightmare to set up, but hopefully I got close enough. I always kind of just go like this to make sure I'm somewhat within a range that seems normal. I'm lining up here, feels correct, it's just everything looks off. It feels off. Anyway, first set. That was complete failure. Oh, well, We learned a lesson. We need a weight right in between these two. All right, for this third and final set, we are gonna do body weight just because I am burned out, as you have witnessed from the previous exercise. So we're gonna do just a body weight, as many reps as possible. Then we will move on to the pec deck before finishing off with some overhead tricep extensions. All right, guys, we're over here on pec deck. We're about to do our first working set. I think we're only gonna do 2 here because of how burned out my chest already is. Maybe we'll hit a third, but this will be the last chest exercise before we move into some overhead tricep extensions, which will finish us off. Just 3 sets of those, and then we'll head out. All right, we are onto our last exercise. We are doing 3 sets of tricep overhead rope extensions on a cable pulley. So we will be just doing this. Now with this one, a lot of people make this mistake, but you see them doing a lot of extra movements in here and overextending. We're not doing this movement for anything other than stretch. So we're putting the tricep in its most stretched position, and then we're stretching it even more. And then we'll come up just about mid so that we're not putting too much tension on the elbow or the wrist, and keeping all of it here in the tricep, and then proceed to go back down. So it should look like this, where you're just deep as you can get in the stretch, up just a bit, and none of this, no momentum. It's all right for the last 2 reps. If you're just like complete failure, then you're just like, just to get the extra bit. Anyway, first set, underway. I always do this with when my hair's down. Oh, it's heavy. There it is. I don't know what happened. I thought that was the right weight. I don't know anymore. Yeah, when you focus on the stretch, sitting in that stretch position and not coming all the way up, it is hard, and it gets hard fast. So maybe drop the weight by a few pounds compared to what you're used to. All right, guys, that's it for today's workout. It was a good one. I definitely came up short in a few lifts, but that's good because improvements will be made. I know what I need to work on, and next week, you know, we'll see if we feel any better, if energy levels are any higher, you know, better. So like videoing them for me is my way of tracking everything because I can see how many reps I did. I can see everything, even all the stuff that I edit out that you guys don't get to see, that get me canceled. So anyway, tomorrow is back day. It's going to be a good one. We will be hitting some bicep at the end. Last back day, we time ran short, battery died. You guys didn't get to see it, but I did hammer curls. So like every back day, I'll do hammer curls. Every chest day, I'll do overhead. And then on my actual arm day, I'll only do 2 exercises for each, for bicep and 2 for tricep instead of 3, because one of them was performed via chest and back day. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow for back and bicep, more like back and brachialis. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. This is Rocket Man signing out.